Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jeering Bulldog Nation, well, today is the big day. The inauguration of President Trump as the 47th President of the United States. He's currently having tea with the Bidens. I just want to report some late news, and it's relevant. Joe Biden has now pardoned Mark Milley, Anthony Fauci, and the January 6th committee members. Another outrageous move by him. Why do these people need pardons? Because they know they committed crimes. But the inauguration is going to go off as I'm running late. I'm supposed to be at Boondocks. I will be going there as soon as I produce these shows. And we'll see what President Trump has to say after he's sworn in. But it's a big day for President Trump. I hope everybody who traveled to Washington, D.C. gets to see him some way, somehow. It's awful cold there. Trump Bitcoin took off like a rocket ship, $50 billion. And then Melania came along with her Bitcoin, and President Trump's Bitcoin went back down. I guess they're getting this in before they become president and first lady. 3 hostages, Israeli hostages, were released, and they released like 30 It's like 30-1 in this hostage release crap. But the bottom line is 3 Israeli women are back safe and sound. The Trump rally, big time rally yesterday, and lots of people performed like Kid Rock, YMCA, and he's apparently going to go over to the same arena after he is sworn in and all the speeches are done. Hopefully everybody can get in there. Biden's dementia keeps coming out. I told you it would. Everybody's confessing to what they knew. Michael Johnson said he had a meeting with him where Joe Biden didn't even know what the hell he signed. It's crazy. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Big day today. All kinds of things happening. TikTok got banned, and then it got unbanned thanks to Donald Trump. Can you imagine the impact this has on voters? TikTok voters, young people. He says he's going to have like a 90-day window to try to get things squared away. I have 80,000 TikTok followers. I guess might as well keep it. Biden can't make it up. Private donors have said Joe Biden actually read from a teleprompter at small donors, like he's in a family room with 20 people, and he read from a teleprompter. That's scary. Tuesday, we're going to hit $36 trillion in debt. And the federal government reports it has no idea about the spending. A watchdog, an auditor, we don't know what the hell's going on here. If Joe Biden's team was at controls, God only knows what they've done. Scary stuff. Trump is apparently going to issue about 200 executive orders today. Boy, tomorrow the news will be long. Trump is going to go to L.A. first, and he also wants to go to China. Biden's pension, between his Senate pension and his chief executive pension, he's going to pull home about $400,000 a year, plus Secret Service help. He wrecks the world and gets his pension. More people are registered Republicans and Democrats now in the United States. Bill Gates came away with his 3-hour meeting with Donald Trump, saying frankly he was impressed. Maybe you should have done that the first time around, Bill Gates. And a lot of migrants are apparently leaving knowing they're about to get deported. CNN lost a major defamation case, got hit with about $4 million. Punitive damages, they were agreed to. I don't think they were necessarily disclosed. By the way, CNN's lost $400 million in the last few years. And the American flag in most states, how long do you have to hold the flag at half staff for Jimmy Carter? They're raising the flag in most states full staff, as it will be at the Capitol. Coming up next, Eric Deters Local News. All right, here we go with local news. Boondocks, I'm headed there next. Watch party if you want to watch with a group of people. First Energy, bunch of indictments by two First Energy executives were indicted. They deserve to be indicted. There's a shooting at Main Strasse, scary stuff at 7th Street. Nobody's arrested yet. Boondocks. If you're not doing anything, go to Boondocks today at 10 to about 1 o'clock after the speech for a group watch party of the Trump inaugural. Stadium, Hamilton County, and the Bengals are taking shots at each other. Bengals say that Hamilton County's in default. All I got to say is Hamilton County got hosed. We continue to get hosed. The Browns aren't going to do anything out of the benevolence of their heart. Can't stand them. Ludlow Bromley Yacht Club, after 5 years of being wrecked by a barge, is going to reopen. This was the hot spot for singles. I've only been there 2 times, both with my wife. I have no interest in going. Lakeside Park, the newest member of Lakeside City Council, Cassie Schabel, is raising hell, has Mayor Mark Kraft all shook up. She's complaining about committee assignments, and a lot of the other members of council seem to appreciate her willingness to work. K.C. Crosby, the Kentucky Republican co-chair, is now an RNC co-chair, national chairman. Congratulations to KC. Coming up next, Jamie Spindley is World News.
Happy Monday. Today's latest world headlines. Israel has released 90 Palestinian prisoners as part of a ceasefire agreement with Hamas. Earlier, Hamas freed 3 Israeli hostages in Gaza City who were handed over to the Red Cross and later returned to Israeli territory. A fuel tanker crash in Nigeria's Niger State spilled fuel into the Sula area. The tanker exploded when people gathered to collect fuel, killing 77 and injuring 25, including rescuers. In other news, 7 people were killed in a clash with soldiers at an Angola Gold anti-mine in Ghana's Ashanti region. About 60 armed illegal miners forced their way into the site and fired at soldiers, prompting a deadly confrontation. And rebel groups' attacks in Colombia's Catatumbo region has resulted in 60 deaths. The violence stems from rival factions fighting for control of the cocaine trade near the Venezuelan border. You're up to date on the latest world headlines. I'll be back tomorrow. Take care.
Lots of sports this past weekend, a lot of sports tonight. Notre Dame at Ohio State University for the National Football Collegiate Championship. I got the Irish. Commanders 45, Lions 31. The Lions turned the ball over way too much. The Commanders played well. Jared Goff, he just doesn't have it, man. I'm telling you, he doesn't have it. Chiefs 23, Texans 14. Too many turnovers again. And let's talk about Patrick Mahomes a little bit later. Eagles 28, Rams 22. Rams had a chance to take the game and win it in the end, and they came up short. Bills 27, Ravens 25. Let me see. 4 turnovers. Once again, the choke artist, who's Lamar Jackson, interception and fumble. Andrews, fumble, drop, 2-point conversion. Derrick Henry dropped the pass. It was awful. The Ravens blew it. Now the Bills will go out and try to take on the Chiefs. Caitlin Clark attended a Chiefs game sitting next to Taylor Swift. Patrick Mahomes, okay. He got 2 calls for 15-yard penalties that shouldn't have been 15-yard penalties. And then he wasn't stepping out of bounds, was hoping he'd get hit and knocked out of bounds and he'd get a call there. Patrick Mahomes, man, he knows he's in favored status with those NFL referees. Xavier upset Marquette 59-57. Bama beat UK, first home loss at Rupp, 102-97 was a good game. Sarkisian signed up 7 years for Texas, head coach. And UC 67, Arizona State 60. Watch the big game tonight. Coming up, pop culture. All right, pop culture. I had to squeeze this in something. You know, my pop culture is kind of like a science too, you know. And here's what I got. 2 million new cancer cases. That's a first. A year. Scary stuff. It's like we're all doomed to get cancer. If you get cancer, I hope it's not terminal. We've all lost too many people to cancer. I worry about it every damn day. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Happy Inauguration Day.